Hello everybody. Let's let people roll in. I'm live and on time, scaring Will, I hope. Don't worry, I'm here, man. Let's see if the comment section on my screen works today. Okay, nice, thank you, confirmed, I can see that. Hey, hereby. Nice to have you here, thanks for joining. Hey, Harold. The regulars straight in, like, appreciate it. Hope you guys are keeping well. Let's let some more people roll in for the next couple of minutes or so. I guess you can hear me good and you can see me good. But yeah, any problems, just let me know. I can fix it quick. Cool. Okay, nice. Everything's cool. And okay. Got any more emojis for me, man? Feel free. Sound is fine, cool. I was looking for great, but fine. I'll settle for fine as well. Thank you very much, Harold. Or excellent, also good. But fine is okay this week. I just got a push notification from YouTube. Maybe a couple more people roll in. So seems like a little bit of a quiet week in crypto this week. A little bit of news, not too much FUD. More FUD in the normal traditional industry, huh? US banks. Some crazy stories. Alright, cool. What I'll do is I'll just crack on, guys, to be honest. So, yeah, anyone else rolling in a little bit late, you can always catch up or watch on 2x speed and then see live. So yeah, let's move into today's status update. So thank you very much for joining. Appreciate it, everyone who's here. So yeah, it is May. So far, an easy month. The few days we've had. So cool. So I'll start with a little bit of a recap. Just let you know how things went leaking into May. So April and a little bit of May. So the last since the last kind of product status update. So we launched ETH staking, which is pretty massive. We were first movers as well. So we're in amongst the first few exchanges to offer ETH staking. It's protocol-based staking, and we're offering one of the highest staking APIs in the industry. So this is really cool. At least at the time of writing, around 4%. So if you've got ETH on the platform, make sure you get involved. And we also increased the Flux API, so something that was kind of pending for some time. Unfortunately got pushed back, backlogged a couple of times due to some other updates, but finally got it out the door, and I think there was a really positive response, so really glad to have that all sorted. So yeah, jumping from 2% to 4.1% and including the parallel asset mining rewards and everything packed in, just to make it super simple and nice and easy to understand for everyone. So an all-inclusive rate. And we did also update the app this week, so we were able to push the first app release for a few weeks really. We had their part of the deposit flow, so that update's gone live. So for anyone that hasn't tried it out yet, you don't necessarily have to make a deposit, but feel free to open up the app, hit the, should say, deposit button, the second one there. I've just gone to test it and I've got hit with some other staging environment information, but yeah, hit the deposit button. You'll see now it will just take you straight into a search. You'll be able to see the asset that you want to deposit. Give it a click, you'll get a warning just showing you around, if it's an ERC20 address, not to send from Binance Smart Chain, anything else. You can choose not to see the message again or just hit confirm. And you have a pretty stunning UI now for deposits. So really, really nice piece of design. So really cool. So yeah, log into the app, check it out. You can do it whilst you're watching, that's fine. I won't be mad. So yeah, inside the update there as well, there was a few minor dashboard design improvements and a couple of bug fixes as well, just to stabilize things and making sure that we had ETH staking accessible through the side navigation as well. So a nice few updates in the last month. Most of the stuff is kind of building up, ready for release during the next month. So let's talk about what's coming up. There's quite a few things in the pipeline. So the first really important thing for us in the world of product is our navigation. So during the build of the website, which we're all anticipating within the next couple of weeks, they they got to explore new navigation methods, and they really did an amazing job, to be honest. So from our side on product, we need to make sure that we're matching that, so the navigation fits the new website. So it's just a seamless transition between website and platform, and just allow for that really smooth experience. So we'll make sure we get that update in. Should be in during May, just so there's not too much of a break in between the website launching. As well as that, we've got a couple of listings in progress. They may not fall inside May, as we're basically unlocking some more back-end resources to get these things online. And beyond the end of May, we'll be looking at more regular listings. These first couple of listings are going to be focused on Ethereum Layer 2 solutions. You can have a guess, feel free, on what you think they might be. But we really think that you'll enjoy them. So more listings coming soon, as well as that, more staking options. So behind the scenes, our finance team have done an amazing job, to be honest, of preparing for new staking options. They've got a lot of stuff actually already done. So a lot of the complex parts of the implementation or modeling is already done. We've agreed on the next set. Here's a teaser of some of those that are in the pipeline. May not necessarily come exactly in this order, but near looks like it's going to be one of the first ones. But yeah, the list is much longer and well off the screen, to be honest. So I'm excited to roll these out. So yeah, focusing on more listings and more staking options for everyone in the near future. As well as that, because of all the staking options we have, I think there's already near 10, if not 10. So we want to make sure that we update the entire staking UI. The update itself is going to consist of really a main kind of earn page where you can see your staking plans, manage any plans, and view the staked assets, as well as just exploring all the opportunities which are available. At the moment, you have to go through the side navigation, or even in the mobile app, expanding the staking section and selecting the asset. So you don't get to explore that freely. So just want to fix all that up and give it like a main page. So it's definitely more important now. We have so many options and more coming soon. So just really preparing for that. As well as that, we're having a new dashboard. I know at Coinmetro I've had many iterations of our dashboard. I think this will be probably the last time it kind of dramatically changes for quite some time. The only things that you'll see in there are additional widgets, new information, slight changes to charting and things like that over time, just as the brand evolves or as we see any kind of feedback coming in. But this should be a really, really significant interface update that's highly noticeable, especially in web browser and the platform. So really a complete overhaul. Making sure that we keep the existing functionality, at least the things which are the most important. So don't be too worried about not being able to see, for example, your portfolio or maybe the swap widget, that kind of thing. The core components will still be there, but they will be much more functional, easier to use, just better all around. So an update I'm really looking forward to. It should just really be an amazing first touch point for the user once they're actually in the product, with little components guiding them on what to do next, whether it's their first deposit or getting verified. So hopefully boosting conversions too. So if we start looking at the client onboarding, with the new website, of course, it's going to be the first major touch point, unless they're coming through like paid ads or maybe using a referral program, for example. Maybe a friend is telling them about Coinmetro, or they're tuning into one of the AMAs with myself or Kevin. But generally the first touch point or official is going to be our website. So it's going to look amazing. Very confident about that. So product has to pull its weight and do its part to make sure that we kind of fulfill the rest of the journey. And once they leave the website, they're able to onboard and use the rest of our product suite. So with that in mind, the first real part of that journey is sign up. So, they're hitting a call to action or button on the website saying sign up or get started or continue. They're going to have to go through our sign up page. At the moment, we really just have a dialogue. I'll show you a couple of them. One is fairly historical and one is the current. So you can see those here. This is, I think, fairly old. Maybe this was one from even 2021, early 2021, I think. And probably stayed for the whole of that year and maybe into 2022, very early 2022. These were all overhauled in some way. to what we have currently to accommodate better for things like the promos which are active, referral program, some of the new brand design that we had come in last year. So early 2022, we went through a brand overhaul as well. That one was more significant, introducing the new colors, the coral or orange that you see and the purple, which are evolving again slightly. But yeah, the screen here, the current one, it wasn't that it was slapped together in a hurry. It's fairly polished. However, we weren't able to really research the entire user journey and make sure that everything was as well looked after as maybe we'd like to during that rebrand. It was important for us really just to try to put our best foot forward and focus on getting the brand evolution over the line at the time. So now we've got a lot more resources, a lot more eyes on things, a much bigger team in both marketing and product. So we're able to collaborate much more and produce things which are more polished. So a lot of planning has gone in to the new sign-up page, along with many other new things which are happening right now. This is a little kind of snippet from one of our Figma files, one of our design files. So you can see multiple pages, including single sign-on, tablet views, mobile views, when we're including promotions or things like the affiliate link. And this is where we kind of ended up. So a nice, clean, modern, simple design, nice and user-friendly. So focus first on functionality. And there you see new logo, some of the new graphics that you might expect across the website. Just learning from user behavior in the past, looking at data analytics and understanding, what options people are using more. Google, Apple sign in as well. These things are kind of much clearer, much easier to use and just speed up the process. Things like, how we're indicating how long it may take you to create the account, whereas before we weren't really able to pack in that information. And breaking up the flow a little bit as well. So we have multiple steps when it comes to an email address, for example. So if you do want to sign up with email, it's just one simple field and continue. The next option is to apply the secure password. So I will go a little step back and you'll be able to see here that we had the email and password together plus confirming the password, and also the kind of single sign-up buttons just below, the checkbox for the terms of service, etc. So it was already packed into one dialogue. So now we're giving a nice clear full page. All the information the user needs to see in one place with a simple button to continue. Of course, the opportunity to opt into product updates, opportunities from Coinmetro, again, terms of service, privacy policy, any promotions that are there, but just much cleaner and simpler. And at this point, the user can determine whether they want a personal or business account, whereas before it's a little bit complex. Easy to do, but not easy to see, I think is the problem. So we had a few cases internally having to upgrade people to business accounts where they didn't select it or wanting to change their emails and this kind of thing. So just reducing that friction, which can ultimately, no matter how much they want to use a service when they start, even by the end of the sign-up journey, a very small percentage of people might end up just leaving and not bothering. So we just want to remove any of that friction. There we go. So the users onboarded, they've created their account. And so the next step there would be for the user to get verified. We have a pending update for KYC inside our mobile app initially, and then updating our web platform too. And to complement really the work which is done from our marketing team, who are creating more transactional emails, welcome emails, and overhauling the entire email funnel, which they're doing a really amazing job at. So we need to complement that with a matching KYC journey. This is 2021. At this point, I think we were using a standard kind of design library and hadn't really had the opportunity to build things ourselves or apply our real vision to the design beyond the font and color palette, at least. Deciding what maybe shapes some of the buttons are and how we want them to be, but it wasn't as evolved or kind of full or complete as it is today. So this is where we were 2021, and this is current. So we did start to introduce things like signposting throughout the journey, where we're telling people, what they might need to provide. just to get them prepared and ready for the KYC journey or verification journey. Yeah, and you can see we've added our design system there, much cleaner layout, the rounding, the button, yeah, everything there, the secondary button at the bottom. So it is much cleaner, but not quite at the level that we want to be hitting. So you'll see here presentation at least in dark theme. So yeah, again, signposting, much clearer. Let's get verified, cooler language, more trendy, ready for the Gen Z joining the platform, and anyone really, you know, just general friendly copy. And yeah, just confirmation again here with some steps like creating the account and just showing immediately once you create that account, there's just 2 more steps left, which is getting verified and topping up the account. So really it's just showing what we intend the user to do and guiding them to do what they actually signed up to do. As well on the right side there you can see where previously basically the entire KYC flow said like sign up as if it was part of the sign up journey. Well, it's not really, it's separate. This is the verification process, and actually drilling down into that verification process, this particular screen is for personal information. So we make it clear, and again, it just helps the user to understand what they need to do. So in this case, just telling us a bit about themselves, which is their name, date of birth, for example. So much cleaner, and also at the top there, you can see that there's like a progress bar as well, so they can see how far along the journey they are, just to reinforce how fast it is and seeing the progress, so they know they're not too far away from the end goal. So overall, yeah, real clean design. And then next step for any new user, yeah, maybe some users hesitate or wait, or they just want to create the account and just get it ready for something. But ultimately, in order to use the platform, you need to start adding some funds. So the account at this point is verified. Historically, we had this view. This was 2021. This is an example of a credit card deposit for euro. And you can see probably straight away, and I'll be the first to say as well, that it's fairly cluttered. There's not too much like hierarchy. Some of the font is too small. It does the job, but it may not convert well, and it may feel clunky, or it may not gain trust from users, you know. So again, we pushed more improvements during the last couple of years, introducing and updating our design system, and you can see there it's, you know, easier to read, and there's a clearer text field and input field. So there were improvements. However, now very modern, clean, comparable to most kind of neobanks or like trendy apps, maybe Revolut, or as an example. So yeah, you can see nice and easy to see the method that you'll be using, changing it. When you press change, you'll be able to see the fees as well. So it's not all inside one page. It's only where you expect it to be. Changing the asset is nice and easy. So you can see that it's currently selected as euro. You can hit that button quite clearly and change it. And you could type over the amount there and click where the $10 is and change the amount. So nice and easy. So the version on the right there, as I said, the crypto deposit flow is already out in the app on iOS and Android. So check it out. Like have a look at it, feel it. Let us know what you think as well. If you have any feedback, it may cause some changes to the rest of this update. But yeah, ultimately just removing all the friction and making it very straightforward for people to make their first deposit and start using our services. So that is an overview of the new sign-up flow, verification, and first deposit. So yeah, it should really make a massive difference. And you know, we get feedback from a lot of you guys that you're making an effort to refer people. Maybe they're not converting as much as you would expect. Some of them may be trapped inside some of these journeys where they're just not able to see how to continue. The feedback isn't clear. They're frustrated with some of the processes. So really, you know, as well, it's going to help affiliates and anyone that's loyal at Coinmetro and referring their friends. So it should benefit everybody, these updates. And ultimately, aligning the brand new website, which is extremely exciting, with the actual product itself. So everything's nice and in sync. So there we go. So they're the kind of 3 main updates on product side during May. Some of them may fall out just outside of May, but we're trying to get as close to the launch of the website as possible. Beyond that, product have implemented some content cards, which were all fully powered by the marketing team. So they're designing all the content, coming up with all the copy, putting them in all the right places, all the triggers and all the events. So any new or even existing users, when we release new things, maybe you opened the app the other day and you saw a nice dialogue showing you all about ETH staking. Things like this are going to pop up across the platform and the mobile app. But yeah, pushing people towards, just letting you know there's new staking options, new trading tools, if there's an update on the exchange, new listings, these kind of things. So yeah, just really guiding users, letting people know what's available and just getting them to where they want to be, experiencing Coinmetro. So there's one example of what one of those cards might look like for a brand new user. So if they're sat on their dashboard, they may see something like this. Let's just show them how to deposit. The user would be able to click anywhere on this and just start the journey. So really nice and simple with a really cool illustration as well. So with that, that's everything for my slides today. But yeah, I can see quite a few comments already. So I'll start reading. Let me just see if I can scroll down. As I said, it's been a really quiet week this week, so I don't know how many people are already in. Is it true I'm going to shave the goatee if XCM hits the euro? I shave quite often, to be honest. I don't think I had one. I don't think I had a goatee last AMA. Maybe I did. I guess there's evidence somewhere on YouTube. So, but yeah, actually, every couple of months, I shock people that I work with. I turn up and I look about 12 years old. So that probably is going to happen pretty soon. You can see it's just getting a bit raggedy, I think. So this is kind of my limit, really, I think. Tell everyone. Please drop a like on the video if you are entertained, or even if you're not, just help us out. And feel free to leave a feedback as to what you want to see to change things for the future. But I'm sure you're enjoying yourselves. Any news on tier updates? So yeah, there's progress. We're still working on it. It really is truly a massive project. It's going to involve a lot of teams, a lot of stakeholders, and there's several big decisions to make about how it works, and also what order of things what order we release everything in. So that scope can change for the first release. But yeah, we've been talking about it. It's still moving forward. We want to make sure that we get these updates that I've showed you today in around the time of the launch of the website. And there's a few other major projects that you'll learn about within the next month or so. So for now, yeah, tiers is a little bit of a longer goal. It's a little bit further away. But yeah, still working on it. And same for Tram V2. Yeah, so copy trading as well. We have, I think, another couple of smaller, probably much smaller now. The dashboard is out the way. That was one of the bigger ones. Staking is in design, and one of the others I mentioned here. Once they come out of design, I think there's maybe one or two things to get through first, and then we'll really be looking at copy trading. So I think potentially in June, in the next product live, we might be able to start sharing something on copy trading. If not, that one will be staking, or maybe something different, which we're cooking up. But probably within the next few months, we'll see copy trading start to get shared. UX looking great, and the UI is looking great too, I hope. UX UI, cool, I see the correction. Thanks, Hereby. Yeah, lots of work going into it, and as I said, the brand just evolving over time. Only going to get better from here, and the idea is as soon as possible to get it on every screen of the app, every screen of the app, every screen of the platform, across the whole new website. And the blog as well will be moving into the website, so it will be housed there. All the design will be aligned from day one. So looking very promising. New sign up and KYC pages looking great. Cool, thanks Jet Fuel, appreciate it. New staking page include alerts when the plan ends. Yeah, absolutely. So we have the events and triggers for it. So we just haven't really had the time. Like the team have been just working on flat out on the new website. And yeah, product's pretty busy too. So we want to make sure that we get those in But I think within May you'll probably see those emails, with or without the new design. To be honest, we'll get those done. Integrating crypto tax services like Blockpit. Yeah, actually, I've spoken to Blockpit, TaxBit, another couple of providers as well. We had a bit of research there. We've got some hefty notes and quite a lot of screenshots of different UIs and different ways we can integrate tax services. And it's only going to get more and more important, to be honest. So at the moment, we only have the Coinly CSV, which can be pulled and used on Coinly, which is at least one thing. And I'm sure the same CSV format can be used on other platforms, but we do want at some point to have a direct integration. It's just a matter of balancing priorities, to be honest. But Blockpit, we're aware of them and other services that are similar. But being able to offer dashboards, users, especially in the US and Germany, for example, the two major ones at least, from my knowledge, that can tax optimize and all this kind of stuff. So you can get alerts and notifications when you can tax optimize and stuff. So yeah, they offer some really cool stuff. Are we doing something with Cadena? Currently not. We have some cool, actually very cool UI UX prepared, some nice stuff in design. We would reach out for conversation, but we've not really had anything recently. So a little bit quiet on that side. So we're prepared to if there's something good that can come of it. But at the moment, Coinmetro is concentrating a lot on Coinmetro. So a bit quiet with some of our partners. When do you expect the new website to go live? Soon, 2-3 weeks, somewhere in mid-May, mid to end of May. I can't recall the latest date. I don't want to get it wrong, but yeah, certainly 2 or 3 weeks away. How's Kevin doing? Kevin? Kevin's AMA, I guess, is in around 2 weeks. Third Thursday of each month. So this one, it's not far away. 2 weeks. But he's doing good. I have not spoken to him too much. He's very busy, which is good for everybody. He's traveling, so I believe he's been in Mexico or maybe Portugal, around Europe, off to Dubai again, I think. So yeah, good to see him busy, and we're all getting on with our work. But I think he's doing good. How many are on the product team now, including devs? So actually expanded the product team again. So I got another person during the last, I think they started just over a month ago. So my team now is 5. And the tech team, I'm not too sure, but double digits somewhere. And we also got another couple of devs in the last couple of days. So, and I think another one starting maybe even next week. I'm not too sure. So yeah, definitely growing. Mobile app dev started recently, and a lead and QA team as well expanded very recently. So things there are looking good in terms of resources. As I said, we want to focus a lot more on listings and staking and introducing things that maybe we're slightly behind on. Play a little bit of catch up, make sure we get the right assets, the ones with the most competitive APRs, most trusted projects, and we're still making sure everything's rigorously going through our listing committee, but we just need to speed up a little bit. So we've got the resources coming to do that. Most exciting thing you're working on? Today it was the slide, which was cool for a couple of hours. No, I think what is the most exciting thing? I guess the deposit flow is pretty cool. Is pretty nice to see. It looks very nice. It's very sleek. I've enjoyed looking at the prototype and testing some of it in staging environments as well. The crypto one I think is really nice. I think it's definitely, maybe one of in terms of UI UX, it's probably one of the nicest things that we've released in the recent months. So it kind of really sets the bar for the rest of the product to follow. So that was pretty exciting. Seeing the rest of that deposit V2 rollout was going to be nice. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Everything's at this point pretty enjoyable. We've got a pretty clear path ahead. So just taking one thing at a time. But yeah, at the moment, I think it's just a lot of smaller projects, deposit update, dashboard update, sign up, KYC, navigation. They're, small, medium-sized projects, but yeah, I'm excited to get to copy trading, and it's not too far away. Proof of work coins, maybe. Um, yeah, maybe we'll tease a few during the next few weeks as we line more up and confirm them as well internally. Next listing is optimistic layer 2, maybe. Next big project. Yeah, as I said, it's just a bunch of kind of smaller projects at the moment, or small medium projects. But yeah, looking forward, I guess, to copy trading being a big one. Wrapping up DCA. So once some of these projects are together, the deposit flow being the most important one, and new payment provider integrations which are underway at the moment and already in testing. They're going to allow us to finally get DCA over the line, and yeah, hopefully on time for the next bull run. So we should be cool. We should be good for timing. And yeah, tiers as well. Tiers is cool. To prioritize listing coins with staking. Yeah, exactly. So generally we want to make sure that we can kind of kill two birds with one stone, I guess. So if there's an amazing, if there was a choice between two assets and one of them was stakeable and allowed us to have a staking option for our end users just to make a passive income, we would definitely go to list that first. Yeah, hopefully we're at a point very soon where we're able to list multiple assets, some with and without staking. But yeah, for now it's part of our criteria to, ideally, we have it offers staking as well. But yeah, maybe I start wrapping things up in the next few moments. But yeah, I appreciate anyone that joined this week. I'm going to cut it short. I need to have some food and a little bit of sleep, I think. A little bit of catch up. I've got a family in town, and I was a bit under the weather at the start of the week. So, any news about Ignium? Yeah, we have another project. Actually, the guy that joined the product team very recently did previously work at Ignium. So really glad to hire him and bring him on board, actually. So yeah, he's helping us with the transition of Ignium into Coinmetro. So yeah, I think by the end of the month, the plan is to have transitioned all of the core roles, like the KYC handling, things like the being able to issue NFTs, understanding how everything works, all of the documentation, any backlogs of projects, all the operational stuff, and kind of cleaning up. So. But yeah, we've done a majority of that work already over the last couple of months, and we also supported one project that was already listed on, which was already an issuer on Ignium, to issue more assets. So we've already worked some stuff out and actually dealt with some stuff, which is cool. I'm excited about Ignium as well, to be honest. How it can play a role in the future of Coinmetro, bringing it into our ecosystem is going to be very good fun. So we can definitely leverage it a lot. Okay, any partnership around TAO and validated, like let's say Roundtable. Any partnership around? Okay, TAO. Yeah, we haven't listed it. It's actually been on our. It's not in the pipeline, but it's been on our shortlist for some time. It seems to have taken off a little bit and been listed in a few places. So they are not without a centralized exchange, I understand, at the moment. So I don't think there's any rush for us to be a first mover or anything there. But potentially it's on the horizon. Are you planning to inform new users about XCM when they sign up? Yeah, absolutely. Jet Fuel, like, is certainly part of the onboarding experience, or not necessarily the immediate onboarding. Like, of course, there's going to be a dedicated XCM page. They'll see points about XCM throughout the web page splashed around. But I'm sure you can understand Coinmetro is primarily an exchange, like not secondary, but XCM is a really important piece of our ecosystem and fuels it for the majority. So it's important for us to kind of get users understanding XCM, how they can benefit from it, how they can unlock rewards, and that's exactly what the tier system is for. So you'll see all kinds of things, even as an existing user, showing you, maybe how much money you could have saved on fees if you had staked more, or locked up some XCM, or some kind of quests, or some I guess not quest, but like I don't know, like place a margin trade or try out something or read a blog, retweet something, and you'll see signs of XEM there. Also on the dashboard as well, there's going to be the same XEM widget, but looking much nicer and leading to some much stronger content about XEM as well. So yeah, it will definitely be in there, as well as in the user journey, just making people aware of it, what it is, educational content. So absolutely will be there. News on fundraising, not my area at all, although as I mentioned earlier, Kevin is working very hard. He's very busy and sometimes hard to contact, so I know he's doing a good job. So yeah, let's see how he does and let Kevin deliver any news. But yeah, not my area at the moment. Flare airdrop I've missed. I'm not too up to speed with the Flare airdrop, to be honest. Actually, how we're supporting it. But I know that someone internally is working on it, so I can catch up with him and send a message maybe into Telegram later on. It's a bit late where they are, so probably tomorrow. So if you join or just keep an eye on the Telegram, I'll try and tag you there. Feel free to tag me now so I know who you are, and just ask about the Flare airdrop on Telegram and I'll reply to you there. But yeah, I guess that is everything. So I'm going to wrap stuff up, guys. I really appreciate you guys joining. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed seeing things today. Feel free to watch it again. Definitely leave a like. But yeah, really enjoyed presenting to you guys today. So I'll catch you in the next one and catch you on Telegram in between. Thank you so much. Cheers, guys.